Listen up, Rangers. Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve.
My name's Arnes.
If you hear things in the background, Casey's currently running around the basement, and Jessica's trying to get her upstairs. So if you hear things, there's random child yelling, that's probably from that. But anyways, in this unimportant review, we have what I wasn't expecting on getting is the SH Monsterarts Evolution Godzilla from Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire. This actually came in for commission, so I'm going to be making this an Atomic Breath variant.
Oh.
So before I repaint it, we're going to show it off here. And you clearly see I don't have the original packaging. Didn't come with the original packaging. Just sent it in the clamshell. I also just realized, I didn't realize I was painting a 3D printed piece. He might have told me. I forgot.
Always fun to open.
So there's an extra head here.
Oh, I wonder what it is.
Which I don't think is for this one in particular. I have to message. Oh, there's two heads here. Oh, it's a lower jaw. Never mind. So I got these heads. I'm going to have to repaint those. But anyways, with these unimportant reviews, they are unedited and go up on our Patreon in advance. So if you guys like help support the channel, always like it when my Monster Arts comes in disassembling itself already.
It's always great.
Makes my life easier.
Yes, it does. Less activities you got to do with it, Steve.
But if you'd like to see these sooner, help support us. Greatly would appreciate it. $1 gets you early access. $3 gets you in the Discord. And so on and so forth. But let's get them reassembled. I say that, but seems to be a...
Uh-oh. Did you break it, Steve?
No, it's... Woosah. Oh, God, that's gonna... Okay. Fit in the hole. Am I doing something wrong? Because I don't even have that on there, and it doesn't want to go. There we go. We're connected. All right. He's not allowed to have that spine anymore.
That was a struggle.
Oh, we need it on now.
Half of this review, Steve, trying to assemble it.
Yeah, I was just talking about how we need to make these unimportant reviews shorter so that it's easier on my laptop, because trying to do these in a higher quality, my laptop's like, God, kill me now. All right, let's see if we can get this leg back in. I heard a pop. I think we're good.
Yeah.
I think we're golden.
For the once you want to hear the good pop.
All right, so now that we got him open up out of his little plastic prison, first and foremost, comes with extra hands
and a skull.
Well, he doesn't. He came with an doesn't extra. Actually come with.
He came with an extra.
So he comes with the extra hands, so you get the hands.
Works out perfect. He's like a cat slowly trying to scratch at the door to get in.
Yeah, pretty much. You like to swap these out, because on the actual kaiju, it's got these more relaxed hands. Personally, I like the scratchy hands. So we're going to pop those out the ball joint. You, generally speaking, want to try to go as much straight off the ball joint as possible to prevent it from breaking. I also usually recommend doing heat, but we ain't about that life here. Because for the most part, if I do end up having to fix something, we have the technology, but
you don't want to do the extra work.
Yeah, extra free work sucks. I'm still, actually, as for Buddy Russell, I still have his one figure here that I've had it here for like a couple months now that needs to get repainted because I fudged it up while trying to 3D scan it. Hoping to get around to it, but it's free labor since I got to redo it, and I don't want to redo it because I already did it once. Also, his gums are so excessive. I think it's just the overspray. It just, at a distance, it makes him kind of remind me of like that one what are they called? Xenobites from Hellraiser, the one with like the exposed gums. It kind of looks like that.
Like the Xenobite, the cheddar.
Yeah, the cheddar. Yeah. Looking up closer, it's not nearly as bad.
An extra spine on the side we don't know about?
No, he's got one there too.
Oh,
it's just like
neat.
Excessively pink in those two sections. Also, real quick, I'm gonna move the lighting just slightly more recessed behind my phone So he lights up a little bit better. Not bad. It kind of gives him more of like an atomic breath vibe for me, though, the way it's set up. Granted, it doesn't come with an atomic breath piece, because why would it? On a high note, since I have this here now, though, I can make a custom one. So look forward to more things popping up on the Etsy here in the near future. But overall shape looks like the Evolved Godzilla, where he's got like the super jacked upper body. Like he has not missed arm like shoulder day.
No. That's why I love him.
His leg day, on the other hand, a little lacking. God, I wish my stomach like recessed in that much. I'm closer to GMK in terms of physical appearance than I am this guy here.
That is awesome. I love it, Steve.
Hey, everybody likes GMK, so I'm okay
true.
with having that comparison. Dorsal spines look pretty solid though. We got it's like darker pink base and then transitions to a lighter pink towards the top, which is nice to see because it gives a little bit more color variety. Yeah. With the spines, you can see it all the way through the base of the tail. He's got that little thragmizer going on the end here. Which I thought was kind of cool for Godzilla to have that, because it almost gives him like an extra little weapon.
I would have wished I'd have seen more action with that thing in a movie, though.
Yeah, just like stab into something with it.
Yeah.
That would have been kind of neat. Like, even if it was just like, it's like sinking in the Scar King's leg or something. And then he uses that to throw him.
Oh, yeah.
Like impales him and then whips him. Oh, that would have been excessively violent. And I would have been A-okay with that. For the kaiju, though, he's a little bit more on the green side, with a bit of a brown dry brushing over top.
It's a good color.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's very unique looking. It's got a bit on the chest, same with the stomach region. The toes have quite a bit, though. Like, the way his like toes look, it almost looks very bird-like. Because for some odd reason, the brown is partially on the nail, and then it just has like a little bit of black on the tip of the nail.
That looks...
And it looks really... Actually, now that I look at that, it looks like a huge mess up. But then again, it also looks like it's kind of on purpose. And I don't understand why. I might fix that for you while I'm repainting that.
It is very odd, though.
Like, I don't get it, because that's clearly the nail right there. But why is it only black there, and then they added the brown?
Somebody sneezed and just messed up and went with it.
Well, it's also here, too, at the neck. You'll see it has, like, this brown splotch right there.
Oh, yeah.
On that side. And it's got a little bit of it going on here, too.
I don't know what they were trying to do, but it did not work out.
And it's also a little bit, it's sort of glossy here, while the rest of this has got a nice matte finish. But the head's got more of a shine to it. Which, granted, that'll be kind of fixed when I go to paint this guy anyways, because I'll be sealing it matte. So it'll be consistent at least.
Yeah.
But the paint job, solid, but it definitely has a little bit of inconsistencies. You can even see here at the tail, it gets dark right here, and the brown just kind of ends at the tail.
I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like they kind of...
To me, it almost looks like it was painted at like different parts of the factory or something.
Yeah.
Like somebody was painting like the tail pieces, somebody was painting the body, somebody was doing these, and it just
did not work out.
Yeah, you can kind of tell it's not one like congruent piece. So while being a little bit better painted than quite a bit of the legendaries we've gotten, at least it's got some paint variety on it.
Yeah,
still not perfect. Like it still doesn't get like the same attention to detail as say. Like, the 72 Godzilla is awesome. This has nowhere near the amount of...
I feel like any of the newer figures, they just don't care.
I still say it's legendary. Like, the Gamera was sweet, even though it was a repaint or re-release. Still looks solid. 72 was good.
But that's what I mean, like the newer Godzillas from the legendary. They just don't care.
Yeah, because even -1, like, I'd say -1 was probably overall... For the even that thing, I felt like it was consistent to what I would expect, but still maybe could use a little bit more. While this one, the paint isn't very consistent.
They're like, it's legendary, they'll buy it, we don't give a crap.
Outside of the spines. The spines look really good. But the rest of this, I almost think, needs a little bit more attention to it before it really stands out. And to be honest, like I mentioned, toenails actually, out of all this, probably bugged me the most.
Steve's going to do a petty medi for him to fix him.
Yeah, because the mouth I can kind of forgive because it being really excessively pink anyways just kind of makes me feel like it's more like atomic version. But then the spines don't quite match that theme all the way. So he's got a lot of clashing things going on. Elbow spikes are cool, though. Elbow spikes are always cool. But anyways, for his articulation, tail can straighten, bends up about that far, down about yay far. I'm trying not to pop it back out because I don't want to fight with that again. Goes about that far to the side, that far to the other side. Head. It's got quite a bit of range of motion. Mouth can open and close. Quite a bit of a stomach crunch on a high note. Oh, what is that? See that right there?
Oh, no. Yeah, I see it. I don't know if it shows.
There's like excess plastic there.
Is that what that is?
Yeah. Because you can see it's like wet right there.
Yeah.
It's got that wet look. And I don't know if it just came off the runner bed or something, but it's definitely a
Can
bit
you
of...
like scrape it with a finger, or is that like stuck on there?
Oh, that's stuck.
Oh.
Because it's rougher here too, so it's just bad plastic right there.
But cover it back up, they'll never know.
And it's gone. Arms, decent amount of play. Does have double jointed elbows, which only really afford it 90 degrees. So one thing I love about ball jointed figures is, at worst, they usually don't break. They just pop apart.
Hey, that's a good thing.
And then take for freaking ever to get put back together. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Hands on a hinge. Legs go outwards about that far. Inwards about that far. Solid forward kick. Not too much of a back kick. You can rotate it there. Double jointed knee, so you get actually quite a bit of play there. Feet can move around side to side, and actually got a lot of play there as well. So overall, it's solid. Personally, I would say you're probably still better off waiting for a Haya because it's cheaper.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be a little bit better painted. And I'm hard pressed to believe it's going to be more posable. It'll be close enough.
I love that up pose you got him in, though. That's a great. With the arms missing.
Yeah, I'll get some heat on this guy. But look forward to, we'll probably be live streaming working on this guy. Honestly, I'll probably be live streaming before this video even comes out. So if you missed it and would be curious how I fix it up, there'll be a stream video on it. So make sure to go follow that. But anyways, you can help us defeat this guy just by hitting the like button, subscribe, become a Ranger today. We also got Instagram, Patreon, TikTok, Facebook. Guys, like keep up to date with you want to donate. Greatly would appreciate. If you guys like to pick this up for yourself, link in the description for Entertainment Earth. You can help support our channel. Get yourself a solid figure. Like I mentioned, I still would recommend the Haya over this guy.
Yep.
At least like with this one, I'm not completely blown away with it. And like I said, it just reinforces my stance on Monster Arts figures just aren't worth picking up.
No, like I said, it's not, they don't care. They're like, it's legendary. They're going to buy them. And they just leave it at that.
Yeah, well, like the show, pretty much anything that's like strict Toho is just like always been like a step above them. And even like the creeping price tag of these guys getting more and more expensive, they're just like in the realm of still acceptable, but we're pushing it. While with the legendary stuff, this guy would have been like $70,
maybe
$70. I could have picked up at Target like the Godzilla X Con stuff or versus Con stuff. Yeah, you can talk me into it. Maybe a little bit more because he's got the accessories. So we'll say like 80. But
I think back in the days they were like $85, right?
Like 100 depending. The big guy, like the more bigger sets will creep up. Now it's like the Godzillas are like what the more expensive ones used to be. Because man, I remember getting King Ghidorah for $150. The Showa,
Yeah,
he came with beams and everything.
Boy, it was stacked. Now that figure, it's like $200.
I remember like getting him, and I'm like, God, these are expensive. But then that was like early on collecting. And you open it though, and you're like, man, I spent $150, but this thing's pretty dope. Now it's like this is $150, and God, it needs more things. But anyways, Like I mentioned, you can help us defeat those guys by hitting the like button, subscribe, become a ranger today. We also got your Patreon, TikTok, Facebook. Guys like you all the day what you want to donate. Greatly would appreciate it. Can't remember if I said that before, but we'll say it again. We'll see you guys next one. Bye-bye.